Hey, 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 we are live. I don't know who's there, so I'm going to wait to see who's coming in to discuss books with me today. Mm, See if anybody is there. Is anybody out there? Hey, Alicia, how are you? How is everything going on this lovely Friday? I think you're the first person to come into the chat. Teresa's here. Oh, hey, hey, Alicia. Another Alicia, Alicia Campbell. Hello, welcome. Welcome to Friday Reads. Hey, Alba, hola. Hey, Fatima. Hello, hello. How are you all doing today? Hey, lady. Hey, Tracy. Oh, Ms. Our Bookish in the house. Makita, how are you? It's been a while, Makita. Where have you been? What are you doing? Okay, before we get started, let me tell you what I'm reading at the moment. So, at the moment, I am, of course, reading The Girl, which we're going to be discussing tomorrow night. I'll be discussing it with Michael and Tatiana here on Brown Girl Reading. And I have 100 pages left to read. This book is crazy good. So I'm reading that, and I am rereading Homemade Love by Jennifer Cooper, and this is what we're reading in the Read So Lit Patreon book club, and I'm halfway through this. So that's what I'm reading, kind of evidence. Okay, so now what are you guys reading? Let me know. Let me know. Let's see. What's up with you guys? Hey, DL, how are you? Okay, oh, you've been getting things organized. Like organized for what? Are you moving again or something? Hi, Mr. Man. Hey, how are you? Okay, Alicia's reading Homemade Love. I think, have you already read that before, Alicia, or is it the first time you're reading Homemade Love? Hey, D, how are you? Okay, I'm reading The Prada Plan 5 by Ashley Antoinette. That sounds like romance. Is that romance? Hey, Billy, how are you? Hey, Latrice. It sounds like a romance title, that Prada Plan 5. I could be wrong though. Tracy said just started. Oh, praise song for the kitchen ghost. Oh, so good, so good. Hey, Dr. Raymond, how are you? Hey, Sarah. Sarah is reading. Wait, I can't see. Reading this here Flesh by Cole Author Riley for church. Okay. Otherwise, I'm in a reading. Oh no, reading slump already in February. Okay. Oh, okay. So you're just trying to get yourself together. 2024, we're still the beginning of the year. It's true. We need to still organize and, keep our goals in mind. I mean, have you done a vision board, Makita? Let's see. Oh, it's your first time reading Homemade Love. I don't know why I thought you'd already read it. I'm glad you're enjoying it. That's a great book. Oh, it's urban fiction with some romance. Okay. Let's see. Lady is reading a romance called Only for the Weak and listening to When Crack Was King. Gosh, When Crack is King has become very, very popular. I mean, everybody seems to be reading that. Mm. Hey, Lex. Lex is reading 50 Words for Rain by Asha Limi. And she just finished Fallen Grace by Sadiqa Johnson. Okay. On audio. Very nice. Hey, Cola, how are you? What are you reading? Um, how was Lex? How was the Sadiqa Johnson book? Mm, Mr. Van said just started the Upcycled Self by Tarek Trotter. Okay, I don't think I know that title or that author. A love song, Ricky Wild last night. Okay, listen to Poverty by America for BookTube. Okay, how is that going, D? The BookTube prize read. Oh, it's the weather causing the slump. Too much snow. Oh, Jesus. And many away shows at oh to look at. Okay, I get it. I get it. Um, Only for the week on my list. Okay. Bukola is reading Riel, a novel set in Mauritius. Okay. Hey, Amalola, how are you? Hey, Rosa, how are you guys doing? Okay, so Raymond is going to be reading Go Tell It on the Mountain, James Baldwin, and Woke Up No Light, poems by Layla Motley. Oh, yeah, that's her new one, I think. Let's see. Okay, it was amazing. Okay, you get to see what happens to Bubbles. Happened to Bubbles. Remember what she did? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, yeah. Teresa said she's reading Thursday Murder Club, book four, Fourth Wing, and romantic novel. It's not love, it's business. Okay, yeah, I like a lot of people were reading Fourth Wing last year, if I remember correctly. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. But you're doing nonfiction, so nonfiction is usually kind of long, and you just never know how it should be. Mm. Hey, Lashonda, how are you? It's your birthday, Lashonda. Happy birthday. Don't worry about it. It's your birthday, girl. Do what you want to do. Hey, a book doctor, how are you? What are you reading? Okay, Latrice says she's reading Homemade Love, and we are Dying Gods by C.M. Lockhart this weekend. Dying Gods by C.M. Lockhart. Okay. Amalua said reading Homemade Love, Preamble, and Don't Cry for Me by Daniel Black. Yes, indeed, Daniel Black. Okay. Kay is reading. I'm trying to listen to this and a Black History Teams meeting at the Jesus. And reading Praise Song for the Kitchen Ghost by Crystal Wilkinson. Nice. So everybody is wishing, Lashonda a great birthday. Happy birthday, girl. I hope you throw down this weekend. A book doctor said she's listening to Two in the One of Us is Lying series. Okay, I don't know that series. And working on a book chapter. Okay. Book doctor said still kind of reading Big Girl and Audre Lorde's Uses of Anger. Okay, very nice. I liked Big Girl, but I'm weird, but I liked it. Rosa said she just finished Don't Cry for Me, and you tell me how much you loved it. Yeah, she says a wonderful book. This was my first book. Oh, it's her first Daniel Black. Welcome to the club, girl. Also reading The Art Thief by Michelle Finkel. Oh, it's a true story about. Okay, all right. Let's see. Everybody's wishing Lashonda happy birthday. Happy birthday, Lashonda. Yeah, that's what I said too, Latrice. Rosa, you gotta read Perfect Peace. She didn't miss it. I don't think she was ready to read it yet. What? A physical meeting that's been on for 2 hours? What y'all making another planet? Damn. That's too long on a Friday to be doing all that. That's a lot. That's the most. Sure, child. Oh, great. I'm so glad you're liking the Defender. Yeah, I'm really enjoying Alba, enjoying the known world. It's blowing my mind. It's just done so well. Yeah, a 2-hour meeting on Friday and it still ain't over yet. That's too much. Like, what are they talking about like that? Like, what's going on? It's too much. Look, 2 hours plus on a Friday? They better be making something close to a planet to make it worthwhile. Damn it. Uh, they tell me of home. Yeah, this is another one that I heard people say is good. Two book clubs are doing Perfect Peace. One in March and one. Oh well, that should be interesting for you to see the different conversations, how they go about talking. Is Daniel Black coming to either of the meetings? That would be interesting because you already had one hours. We had Daniel Black, so it was interesting to have him there when we were discussing the book. Yeah, I know. 2 hours plus. That's ridiculous. Get it together, people. What y'all got me saying like that on a Friday? I think I walk out too, Raymond. Completely disrespectful. Hey Celeste, how you doing, girl? What you eating? Is homemade love not available? Only available? No, love is available physical copy, ebook, and audio. Why are you saying it's not available? It's available in audio and ebook, I think. Jesus, that's too long, Amalula. Get off the phone, girl. Tell him you gotta go. Celeste is reading Toni Morrison's Love. Oh, he's fantastic, Rosa. If you ever get a chance to get into a book club where you can experience Daniel Black in book club, you need to go. It's on Hoopla. That's what Lashonda says. It's on, and I think I know it's on Audible because I saw it on Audible. Now I don't know if it's on ebook, but I'm assuming it's on ebook. I don't know. Normally it should put the person in red for you, Kay, normally when you mention someone. Hey Curly Q, how are you? No class today? Yeah, maybe that will liven them up. I don't know. It depends on how y'all pick your books. I don't know how do you pick your books in other book clubs. I don't know. I assumed it was in ebook form. Oh, you're reading Lakewood, Don't Cry for Me, and well, you reading some good books, Curly Q. Okay, LaShonda said both The Known World and Homemade Love are on Hoopla. So there you have it. It's just a synopsis is what? What? What's wrong with the synopsis? Oh, it's not available on Kindle. That's odd. Oh yeah, you could always listen. Yeah, if you have where you can make your iPad read to your Kindle, you could do it like that, or just get the audiobook. Yeah, King is killing it. That was a real good. I'm so glad I joined it with you guys. That was an excellent read. That started me off on a good note for 2024 reading nonfiction. So I'm happy with that. What do you mean? What's it? The cheapest way to go about audiobooks is to get Everand. Everand is alias Scribd because you pay a flat fee for the month, but you can listen to maybe two, three, maybe even four audiobooks in the same month. You don't have to pay every time. You pay a flat fee and you can read and listen to what you want in the month. So for me, I feel like that's the cheapest. $15. No, Everand is less than that. Oh no, technical issues. This is the problem when you have classes. I don't have a lot of classes online. I only have I have one with a student who's in high school, and I have another one with some college students who are studying to be real estate agents. With the real estate agent students, we Zoom, and it usually works. We don't have any problems with it. And with my high school student, I use Skype, and it works pretty well. I haven't had any issues with it this year. So yeah, it really depends on what they're using. There's so many different now platforms they use for teaching online, so they all work differently. So um, hey Tinley, how are you? You're still reading October Sweet, okay, by Maxine Clare, and recently picked up Neighbors by Diane Oliver. Yeah, I'm curious to hear what people have to say about Neighbors. 'Cause that's another short story collection that's just come out that I have a sneaky suspicion that's a good one. Hmm. Yeah, I feel the same, Latrice. You're gonna love that book, Rosa. It's so damn good. Oh yeah, there's Libby as well. Okay, but I don't think I don't have access to Libby. I use Aaron. Mm. Okay, Tinley says, "Oh, I almost forgot. She's also reading Black Girl You Are Atlas by Renee Watson. It's a poetry collection. Girl, what you talking about?" Hello, Lauren. Welcome. So you're reading Black Skin, White. Oh, White Mask, France Fanon. That's on my list to read as well at some point in my life. Get it together, girl. I need to read this Frantz Fanon. I should have read him years ago. Oh, so you're reading Neighbors as well, Tracy. Okay, so that's good. Okay, Mary Burrows says accumulate 5 credits on Audible. Trying to get the Office of Historical Corrections. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. By Danielle Evans. I haven't read that one, but I liked her first one, which is Before You Suffocate Your Own Self. Love that collection. That was her first one. And then she came out with this one, the corrections, the Office of Historical Corrections, and I heard that one was really good too. The Secret Lives of Church Ladies, excellent collection. Yeah. So, mm, ooh, The Prophets, that's a good one. Well, if you can wait, we're gonna do a buddy read of Les Miserables. We're gonna do the buddy read of Les Miserables. We're gonna do it October, November, I think it was. We decided to do it. So if you want to wait to read it with us, it'll be in October, November, or not. You can read it now. Thanks, Teresa. Yeah, you see, even Dr. Raymond liked that one, okay? And Raymond don't even be loving fiction like he loves nonfiction. Okay, great. Great, Sarah. Because we had said it in we had said it before that we would try to do it as a group read. And then we said we would do it over 2 months because it's kind of long. It's like almost it's 1,000 pages. Um, so I think we're gonna. I don't know how many we're gonna be. There was a bunch of people that they wanted to read it in October, November. So the Prophets is so good though. I need to reread the Prophets because there was so much going on in the Prophets the first time I read it. I was like, oh Jesus, I need to go back and reread it again and get because I think you can get more out of it every time you read it. Ooh, Billy's finishing up the darkest child and how the word is passed. Okay, you started the rebellious life of Rosa Parks and you finished the church ladies. Great. Oh, you bought the deluxe edition like I did. I'm still waiting for it to come. It's a big old brick and it's coming from Blackwell's. No, I haven't read Atlanta Noir, but I have read some other books in the Noir series. But I haven't read Atlanta Noir. No, I don't know. I mean, I like Tayari Jones, but I'm not over the moon by Tayari Jones, but I like her. Yeah, you see it because the prophets has a lot of things going on. You have like this whole religious aspect of the book that runs as a thread through the book. You could just analyze only the religious aspect and get a whole thing out of that. Then you have this other aspect or line which is more like on the um on the slave narrative and how it's counted and that kind of thing. You have that's a whole nother conversation as well. And then there are other things as well. That book is just it's just so good, so well done. The Buddy Read books. Oh no, she was asking about when she should read Les Miserables. And we will be doing a buddy read of Les Miserables in October and November. Now, I don't know what other buddy reads are going on. I know there's a buddy read, The Warmth of Other Suns, going on right now. So whoever is in charge of that, I can't remember if it's Raymond or Celeste, tell the people about that. And I think wasn't there a buddy read of something else going on as well? The American Queen by Van Miller. No, I haven't read that. I didn't plan. I'm not planning to read it either. Okay, so who's doing The Warmth of Other Suns? Is it Celeste? Oh, Celeste is claiming it. Okay. Celeste and Nikki. Okay. Come on, girl. Talk about your read along, your buddy read. Because I can only talk about a buddy read that's happening much later in the year. Oh, very nice. You got it as a birthday gift. Come on, Celeste. Your piece, girl. Let the people know what's going on with The Warmth of Other Suns. Because I don't know. I don't know. Mm, I'm just saying. Just saying, it ain't me. It ain't me. Oh, Celeste says she tirade, huh? Well, that's what you get when you do two buddy reads up booted up against like that. That shit is exhausting. Celeste will know for the next time. Don't do two buddy reads in a row. That's exhausting. Okay, so it's pinned to your profile. Okay. And you got to finish by the end of March. Okay, so there you have it. Are you going to be doing a discussion at the end? Oh, okay. So that was interesting what Kay said. I liked it, but I want people to understand the American Queen is Christian historical fiction. It's not going to be traumatic like Yellow Wife, nor a woman of endurance. No, okay, it's not the same kind of writing. Book doctor, I know that chat wearing y'all out. Child. You good, Celeste, doing that 2 months in a row. I don't know how you do that, girl, but you got the energy. You got it going on. Okay, so let me ask y'all this. When we doing the buddy read of The Darkest Child? When we doing the buddy read of The Darkest Child? Because I think we said we would do a buddy read of that, but we didn't say when. I love the chat for King. That chat was that was a bomb.com that chat. Oh, it's in July. That's when I'm doing my read to live buddy read for summer. But I'll still do that one. I'll do The Darkest Child too. Mm. Oh no, I love that group chat. That King group chat was the bomb. There was so much information in there, So many great books were recommended. Wonderful, that chat. It was good. I thoroughly enjoyed that chat. The King chat was it was popping. Instagram, the King group chat, all the group chats we're talking about are on Instagram. Oh no, definitely Raymond, add me to the group chat. I have a feeling it's gonna go down up in that group chat. That's gonna be not to be missed. Yeah, it was great. The King group chat was really, really good. The more the merrier. Yeah, I do too. Finally, I'm gonna get to the Darkest Child. So I'm gonna read the book that has one of the worst mothers in literary history in it. Okay, D wants to be added to the group chat too. DL, know that is your book. Yeah, I can't wait because I should have read that book a long time ago, but I was putting it off because I heard how traumatic it was, and I was like, "Oh, damn! I don't know if I want to be traumatized just yet. I got to get my mind right." Yeah, but that King chat though, Celeste was popping. It was the best. It was very good. Yeah, it's in July, DL. Oh, look, you already got more than 5 people in that group chat for the darkest child. No, what you should do is you get added to the group chat. You are midway through or 3 quarters in. That's when you go. Then you get added to the chat, and so you won't be tempted to go on before you have gotten the book. Oh, that's what everybody was saying last time. Roselle was horrible. Okay, D, I like that. I like this idea. It's summer. You can be traumatized, and then afterwards, you just go outside and play and de-stress. Okay, Raymond, that's like 6 people added to the chat already, me included. That's 6. Oh yeah, well, yeah, it's special. Now, the only other way to do it is you can do it on the story graph, but the problem with the story graph is you can't have a huge amount of people. You can only have a certain amount of people on the chat. I mean, it's more than it was before, but it's not like open, sadly, because that's the best because then you can get on and you wherever you are in the book, those are the comments that you're going to get. But I don't know why it's so that you can have an infinite number of people. You can only have, I think, 10 people if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, but it's still not a lot of people. Still not a lot of people. I mean, they would need to open it up to at least 20 people, and it's still like 10 people or something. Somebody go check, but the last time I checked, I think it was 10 people max. Yeah, I guess. I don't know, but I feel it's great for those intimate buddy reads where you're like less than 10 people. Then it's fine. You can do it on Storygraph. And that way you go on. If you're only on page 30, then you only get comments up to page 30. But like if you want to have a bigger buddy read, bigger read along, it's not gonna work. You have to do the chat then on Instagram. Which I can understand. You can, take it or leave it. Now, what you could do for Instagram is you can open a chat for just the first 100 pages of the book. So if you've read 100 pages, you only go in that chat. Then you open up a second chat from pages 100 to 200. So basically, you open up, like, say, three different chats for three different page counts. That allows people to not be overwhelmed by all the shenanigans and stuff that can show up in the different chats. That's an idea. You can do 1,000. Well, if you can do 1,000, you should do it on Storygraph, and then that makes it easier. That way, everybody that if you read slower, you're only going to get the comments up to the page you're on. That's the easiest if you can do up to 1,000, but I didn't see that. Maybe because was it written read along or buddy read? And maybe that's where I went wrong. Maybe I looked up buddy read and buddy read is like 10 or less. And then if it's a read along, it can be. I don't know how to set it up as on Storygraph. Storygraph is still it's hard to understand what to do. I don't sometimes I don't even understand what's going on there sometimes. Oh, 14 for buddy reads. Okay. That's the only way, Curly Q, if you cannot do it on Storygraph. It's a way of making it a little less chaotic for people that read slower. Okay, so they have a read along function. That's different. Yeah, if I can do I'll do that for Les Miserables. I'll put it on there if I can figure out how to do it. Cause damn, it is not intuitive, that freaking platform. I mean, I want to support the Storygraph, but bruh, it's just not at all intuitive for me. I don't know what to do when I'm on there. I don't know what to look for, click nothing. I be click the place, and then I get fed up, and then I have to click the box at the bottom. Where you do this at? Where is this? Where is that? And then they write me back. Oh, it's at the top. Da, 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 da. Oh, you click here. Like, good thing is somebody you can ask, because girl, I don't know. So we will definitely do it like that. I'll do it as a read along. If I can figure out how to do it, if I can't, I'm a call you, Latrice. You're gonna tell me how to do it because it'd be complicated. Yeah, but Teresa, Sean Nathan had it going on up in there. Okay, we was learning stuff. Okay, Raymond, put me put you got you writing everybody's name down because I need to be in that chat. I need to be in the chat for the darkest child. I don't read. I think I'm a medium reader. But it depends on what I'm reading. So like if I'm reading something like when I was reading The Known World, I was reading a little bit slower than what I normally read. And it's because I was trying to take everything all in. And also because The Known World is not it's not a linear, it's not a linear story. So I read a little bit. It depends on what it is. But I wouldn't say I'm a slow reader, and I would definitely not say I'm a fast reader. Hey, Amalola's back. Yay, that 2 hour meeting was a 3 hour meeting. Damn, bro. No, you don't have to do a formula trees, but if you kind of know how to, you can send me a message and say you need to click here, click here, click here, click here. Oh, book doctor, I speed through Big Frida. I read nonfiction a lot slower. Yeah, I bet, because nonfiction ain't no Big Frida now. Raymond, you got me in the chat? See, everybody want to be added, Raymond. Make sure everybody is added. And when you got everybody, make the list. Tell us who is on the list. Or after this, I'm gonna send you a message. Did you add me again? I'm gonna send you a message after this. D, you don't have to be out there long, Sarah. Just stand on your front porch. Stand on your front porch and do the jig. Okay, wait a second. Okay, Celeste, are you trying to tell me how to do this? Once you search and add book, then the dots on the side, hit add to read along, not be read. Mm. Okay, yes. Once you search and okay, add then the dots on the side. I think that's the ones at the top. Add to read along. Okay, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try to set it up this weekend and see if it works. No, it is not easier, Latrice. Come on now. There's not a damn thing intuitive about the story graph. Not one damn thing. I'm sorry. That's the part of the story graph I don't like. Is the fact that you get on there and you just kind of like, okay, what we doing? What we clicking? What is this? And then you wind up having to click everywhere to figure out what everything is. It's not intuitive. I'm not sure why it's not intuitive, but it isn't. And this is why a lot of people haven't like massively gone over and left. They haven't left their YouTubes, their not their YouTubes, their Goodreads, because it's the way it's set up. It's something that's not intuitive enough about it. Yeah, absolutely, curly Q. Depends on the book. Depends on what it is. It's not user friendly at all. The other day, I was trying to put in a book, and it's an old book, and it's like a middle grade book. I was trying to put it in so that I could add it to my read books. I put it in 3 times, then it said, "Oh, we don't have it in our bank." "Oh, well, you can add it to the bank." So I'm sitting there, I'm putting it in, and I'm waiting, and I'm waiting, and the thing is, I can see the bar creeping up, and it would creep to halfway, and then it would crash down. So I did it the 3rd time, and then it got a quarter in, it said, "Oh, we'll send you a message when this book has been added." It's been a week. I'm still waiting for them to write me back on that. I don't know. Teresa. You see? You got a big old list. You're gonna have to open up this chat. Yeah, he had it going on, Sean. Oh my God, I'm a founding member. Ew, yay. Yeah, it depends. I'm the same. If it's some books, like when I was reading Leonard Pitts Jr., when I was reading um The Last Thing You Surrender, and when I was reading Freeman and Grant Park, the pages was just flying by. And Grant Park is a 300 and something pages. Freeman, I think, is almost 400 pages. I think 400 something pages. And The Last Thing You Surrender is 500 pages. I did not see those pages go. It just went so fast. See, Lashonda won in the chat as well. Kay put everybody in the chat except me. Yeah, Kayla can't take it. It was bomb. You did a great job, Celeste. You and Sean killed it. I don't have it yet. It hasn't arrived. I ordered ours. I pre-ordered it, but it hasn't arrived. Okay, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see if if I can make it. What do you mean you don't understand why people don't like Goodreads? It's kind of obvious why people don't like Goodreads because it's freaking Amazon. That's why we don't like reads. Not to mention, they haven't done shit to the platform since they bought it. They bought that platform, what, 10 years ago or 7 years ago. And they've done nothing to improve the platform. Absolutely zippo. The only thing they've done is add links that go straight to Amazon so you can buy the books. It's like there's nothing more than a publicity platform for them. Yeah, well, I mean, if you have two people, but what you have to do is you have to have like like at least two people, but two people who are really good at it. Because I mean, there's a lot of people that program and do apps and stuff like that. That's not really what they're good at. You really need to get someone who's really good at it to do the app so that it actually works and it's actually user friendly. Because when you go on the thing is when you go on Graph, it's so like there's hardly anywhere that you can click. And that's worrisome because you're like, what I'm doing. Am I clicking over here in the top right? No, maybe am I clicking over here? Where does this literally you wind up spending all your time clicking everywhere because you don't really know it's not logical what where you should be clicking. And I feel like that's the first thing you do when you haven't when you make an app is you try to figure out how people are going when they're looking at your interface, what does it look like? And what do people see and what are they going to think they're supposed to do? Especially when you know most of the people that are going to come on the interface are coming from where? Goodreads. So I don't know. Sarah, you are so right. So Storygraph makes me feel like I have never been on the internet before. That's how I feel when I'm on it as well. And I start thinking, well, damn, my ass is old next to people doing this app. I don't understand why it looks so crazy. It's like look like a 50 plus person made it. Look like no young person made it. Billy, it's the truth though. Sarah not lying. That's exactly what I feel as well. I'm a Lola. You still on Raymond gatekeeping, huh? Yeah, I know. They don't have staff. Well, they get their stuff all messed up and then people don't want to be on there no more. Well, if you want, you can move your Goodreads over to the Storygraph. But I tried to do that and that was a fucking fail for me. It did not work. Of course it's neglected because all they wanted to do was put the links to Amazon in there and they're good to go now. Well, I mean, I don't know, Makita. I mean, it's the truth. I mean, it's like acquiring a house and you're like, oh, well, I'm not going to paint any rooms. I'm not going to fix the roof. I'm not going to wallpaper nothing. I'm not fixing the wood floors and I'm not getting the double glazing on my windows. I'm just going to live in this bitch like it is and hope it works. Like, come on now. Oh, oh, okay. Oh, you just figured out how to add an audiobook to Storygraph. It took forever. Book Mori. I don't even know what that is. Storygraph has Who TF Did I Marry as an audiobook and Goodreads doesn't. Oh, Jesus. Oh, you can find your friends on Goodreads. You have to go on that community part. I think it's called community. Is it community or members? And you just put the person's name in. Now the problem is it depends on you need to know what your friend's name is. Is your friend going by their on their social media name, or is it a government name, or is it a nickname? What is it? That's the problem. No, I use this app that I have on my phone. It's called Book Buddy. This one right here. Ooh, right there. Book Buddy. And that one I can put in all the books that I own, and then I can tick them read or in the process of reading. I can also give them stars, and I love it. I wouldn't change a thing. Yeah, everybody's afraid of that, that one day they're gonna wake up and Goodreads will have crashed. It, when you're more interested in data mining than providing a service, you get a bad user experience. I think you can do that on mobile. I'm not sure. I don't really search for people like that on there anymore. Yeah. So I'm gonna try Celeste to do to add the read along. I'm gonna see if I can make it work. Uh yeah, I've been seeing that a little bit all over that thing. Who DF did I marry? I've been seeing that everywhere. Um okay, so talk to you guys about the vote that I'm gonna be doing a video for it, but I'm doing a vote on the best read solo black classics. So the first one is Go Tell It on the Mountain, James Baldwin, which Raymond is reading currently. Then there's A Lesson Before Dying by Ernest Gaines. There's A Different Drummer by William Melvin Kelly. And of course, The Known World by Edward P. Jones. So I'm going to be making a little video announcement for this, but have 4 hours to vote over on my community page. There'll be a poll up the last day of February, and you just have to go over to my YouTube, hit the community button, and you'll see a poll and you vote. You vote for the one that you think should win. Should it be A Different Drummer? Should it be The Known World? Should it be A Lesson Before Dying? Should it be Go Tell It on the Mountain? Yeah, there. Well, you should definitely go check it out. I mean, I'm not against supporting Nadia and the Storygraph. I just want it to be more user friendly. So what I do is I go over there, I update my reading, and I get the hell off of there. I don't do any browsing or anything like that on there. It's just I can't do it. Yeah, I do Friday reads here every Friday now. Yes, it is. The Read Solid Photo Challenge is going really well. There've been some great books, like really, really good books. But we only have one more week left. So yeah, today it was lunch. Hit it with the lunch pictures. Yeah, it's a much better experience. It's steadier. Yeah, these are all great titles. Sadly, I have not read this one yet, and I have not read this one yet. But I have read this one and it was 5 stars. And I am about to finish this one, and this one is really good too. So, yeah. Go ahead and vote, y'all. Y'all be able to vote the last day. I'll put it up the very last day of the month. Mm, I have Bookly as well, but I use Bookly more for my reading, like, to tell me how many pages I've read and how fast I've read and how many times it took me to read the book, that kind of thing. But I use this other app to like really Book Buddy Plus app, which I love because you pay once. I think it's like 3.99 or something like that, and you pay it once and that's it. And you have the app. Oh, thanks, Curly Q. Yes, it was a delicious lunch. Somebody said something, Celeste, about your photo challenge pictures. I ain't say nothing. I just was like, okay, she out there. She taking good pictures and she out there. I ain't say nothing about your pictures other than repost them and keep it moving, keep it pushing. People all up in Celeste's business. They're all up in Celeste's business. Yeah, I know. It's challenging. It's challenging. It's not easy. Okay, so I'm going to talk to you about what we're reading next month in the Read Solid Book Club. The month of March, we picked right here, The Secret History of Las Vegas by Chris Abani, who is Nigerian, if I'm not mistaken. So this is like it has a crime novel feel to it. So that's what we're going to be reading in the Read Solid Book Club next month. And on Sunday, we're going to be discussing Homemade Love by J. California Cooper. Yeah. You need to read what? Mama Says by Kristen Gentry. I don't know that one. Stories from Tennis Downstairs. Sadiq. I read that last year. Fafana. Yeah, I read that last year. It was about a three stars, 3.5 stars. The Last Suspicious Holdouts by Ladi. No, Ladi Hubbard is it's a goner for me. Mm-mm. Good. No, History of Las Vegas. Yes. I hope I'll be able to sleep with with lights off though. I don't know. We gonna see. Go Tell It on the Mountain is your least fave. Okay. Of James Baldwin so far. The way he wrote the book is genius though. He makes you feel the oppressiveness through the writing, so it wasn't that enjoyable to read, but it was genius. Okay. I don't know, I haven't read that one yet. But the one that I do want to read is the one that I posted today with my lunch. This is the one that I would like to read this year. Tell me how long the train's been gone, because it's been on my. This one has been on TBR forever. So I feel like that's the one that I want to read. Mm. You forgot to log back into work? Uh-oh. Don't get in trouble now. Yeah, please don't get fired, Kay. Please don't get fired. Um, yeah. Mm. Mm. So has everybody said what they're reading? Kay, you didn't say what you were reading. Let's see. Raymond says he plans to read Go Tell Them this week. Um, and so what else? What are you gonna read after that, Raymond? Yay, Dee's working from home. Oh yeah, you did. You said, yeah, praise some for the kitchen ghost. Yeah, really good. I enjoyed reading it. I enjoyed discussing it with Christy and Crystal. That was a really good, discussion we had. But the book is really, really good. When you're reading it, you think about so many things. So well done. Oh, time will tell what you read after Go Tell It on the Mountain. Well, it's up already because we did it on StreamYard, so it's up right after we were finished. So you can look at it. It's in the live section of my videos. You're reading a book on walking. Just a nice light read. Okay, cool. Nice light reads are nice to have. For me, this is a light read for the moment because everything else I've read this month has been uber heavy. You had a nice discussion. It was maybe about a little over an hour. Um, and it was weird because even when it was over, there was still other questions I could have asked. Um, ask. Mm. Okay, so Bernie M says I'm listening to Leslie Jones' memoir. Too much cursing for me. Yeah, I think she curses a lot. Her IG, I think it's the same. Isn't Mrs. R's books and things on IG as well, Makita? I think it's the same. Exactly. So cute. Isn't there a curse word in the title of the book? Yes, there is. Yes, there is, ma'am. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, yes, there is, ma'am. There is a big old curse word in there. So Makita, it's the same. Yeah, your IG, isn't it the same? Um, is it Mrs. R's Bookish? Yeah, it's Mrs. R Bookish only. Yeah, it's Miss R Bookish. Yay, cool. Cool. Yeah, when is your birthday? Curly Q, when is your birthday? I think I'm following you too. Hey, Makita, did you do a video here on YouTube yesterday? Didn't you put a video up or something? I think I saw a video from you. I'm not sure if that's correct, but I think I did. I haven't had time to watch videos these past couple days. Mm, mm, yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good point, Tracy. People who have never been oppressed can learn empathy from those constantly oppressed by reading Go Tell It on the Mountain. Oh, you went live last night. Why are you going live all the time and not telling nobody you're going live, girl? I didn't know you was going live. The next time you go live, tell me you got to go live, or are you going live a regular week? Is that what it is? You're going live regularly every week? Because you said you went live. Wait, you said you went live. Where is it? I can't find it now. You went live here the other day. And it was a nice way to chat. Uh, and you went live 2 days ago on YouTube. Okay. Yeah, I read Beale Street Could Talk. That one is really good. That was one of the, I think that might have been, I say the first one I read was, um, oh, what was the first one I read? I think if Beale Street Could Talk was like the second or third one I had read, and I liked it. I thought it was very good. You're going to try to post movie videos, so where you talk about critique movies and stuff. Yeah, it is a small book. It's not long at all. But I feel like that's what I always like about James Baldwin. Doesn't This one is 256 pages. He doesn't try to complicate things. He really does get to the point. And he does that well. This one I haven't read this one yet. Um I read let's see. I read Giovanni's Room. And then I think I read the um The Fire Next Time. Then I read If Beale Street Could Talk. Then I read Another Country, and that's where I stopped. So I kind of want to get to this one. I think that would be the next one I get to. Mm, yes, it is hashtag the Baldwin Challenge. Uh, oh, you didn't like it, Killer Curly Q? There's also another one I would like to read. I would like to read Notes of a Native Son. What else? I do have an I need to read Just Above My Head as well because I have that over there. And oh, I did. I forgot another one. I read Jimmy's Blues. It's a poetry collection, if I'm not mistaken. And I would like to read also where is it? Let's see. Going to Meet the Man. I have that one as well. Going to Meet the Man. Mm, and also, I also read. Oh, I forgot about that one. Um, I read. Trying to think, what is the other one called? Uh, I think I read part of the Men Corner. I need to get back on it though. Mm, mm, yeah, I haven't read the whole play though, so I would need to revisit that in its entirety. Do you know if it's possible to watch any of the play, watch any of the Amen Corner on YouTube maybe? Because that would be kind of cool. Because I hadn't thought about that, but I could always look on YouTube to see if I could read if I could watch a bit of maybe somebody who has filmed an adaptation of the Amen Corner on YouTube would be great to watch. Because I feel like that's a really good way to read plays is to actually watch it and then go back and read it. I think you get more out of it. Mm. Oh, and then there's also I am not your girl. I watched it and I read that. But I mean, he has such a big list of things. I mean, phew, to get through all of this, it's yeah, we don't need to get through some stuff here. 19, 19 works. Oh, this is bad quality. Damn. The thing is, when you read a play, you have to imagine everything. You have to imagine all of the stuff that they write in parentheses and stuff like that. I don't really enjoy doing that. That's why I much rather, watch it and then, try and then read it after. I feel like I just get more out of it. Yeah, I really do love his novels as well, but his nonfiction is very prevalent in his work. So um, but I mean, there's still other things that I haven't read yet. Oh, also read Little Man, Little Man. Forgot about that one. So I've read quite a few things actually. I just still need to get to some of the other stuff, like this one. Tell me how long the train's been gone. Like Going to Meet the Man. Like No Name in the Street. The Devil Finds Work. Just Above My Head. I mean, I need to get to those. It's just like, what am I waiting for? What am I waiting for? Um, it's 19 different works. I just said that earlier. Yeah, 19. Now, yeah, 19 combining nonfiction and fiction. 1953 to 1985. 1953 to 1985. Notes of a Native Son next. Yeah, well, that was a good one to read. I hear nothing but good things about that one. I still want to work a little bit more on his fiction. And what I like about this book is the font size is great. So I'm not going to go blind reading it. Oh, Teresa, you read that one. Cool. Yeah, I feel like you can't go wrong with Baldwin. His work is still relevant today, and we can all learn something from his stuff. There's no doubt about learning something from his stuff, from his work. So, the price of the ticket. So, the price of the ticket isn't it a combination of some of his other work? At least that's what I understood it to be. The price of a ticket. That's what I understood it. It was what is it a compilation of? Okay, that makes sense. Okay, all right, that's what I thought. So it's all of his nonfiction work is in the price of the ticket. So I think what I would do is I wouldn't get the price of the ticket. I would just get all the other stuff separately. I would prefer to that. Yes, Notes of a Native Son is nonfiction. Yeah, I think I would just get everything separately. I don't think I want it all in a big old. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody lugging that big old book around. No, we're not doing that. I just need separate work. 1948 to 1985. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. Yeah, we're not doing that. We just gonna get each one separately so we can read it and carry it around with us if we need to. Because ain't nobody lugging that big old price of the ticket book around. It'd be like heavy as hell. Okay, so lady, you want to read Notes of a Name as well. Oh, cool. This looks like a successful year, Raymond. Everybody is reading Baldwin. Baldwin is the man here. Everybody is on the Baldwin bandwagon. Yeah, I thought so. I thought it would be heavy. Well, you got to get your mind right. I don't know what to tell you. These books are all good, but they are, they come with the weight. So if you're not ready to read that because you feel like much, then that's when you should bow out of reading that and read something else until you're psychologically ready to handle it. Oh, you were listening to Giovanni's Room on I didn't listen. I don't think I listened to it on audio, did I? No, I read the book, I think. Only I didn't have the audio with it, I don't think. But the story is really good. Really, really good. But I think another country is like for the moment one of my favorites, I think, from him, from the fiction side of the fiction list. I think he's another country definitely is a fave for sure. He killed it. Dan Butler, who the heck is that? Who that is? Don't know him. Don't know him, Butler. So clearly, Dan Butler is not getting. He's not doing well. Yeah. Well, that's the thing with the audiobook. everything relies on everything relies on that reader doing a great job. Dion Graham is thebomb.com. There's so much and so few. Yeah, it does. No, I wouldn't have a problem with the French stuff. Sorry, Mr. Butler. It's a no-go, Mr. Butler. Um, oh dear. That's not good. Sounds like he's reading the M encyclopedia. Ay, 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 ma. Yeah. See, I feel like they haven't really understood how important it is to get a good reader. Like I feel like they're still playing with us with some audiobooks. I'm not sure why, because they know full well that in order to sell an audiobook, it has to be read, really well. I feel like they're still out here playing with people. Jacoby and JD Jackson are the same person. Um, Conviction sometimes, but it's rare. I read mostly classics. Um, sometimes I do though, but most of the time I read classics or stuff like that's literary fiction, stuff like that in French. Mm, that's interesting. It's the same person, different name. Okay. Oh, the same person narrated Hell of a Book as JD. Okay. So I wonder why he changes his name for romance books. It's kind of weird. No, it's the same. I mean, it's just like anything. If you read in a foreign language, I mean, you're still gonna like what you like, you know. If you like reading, unless for some reason you find it easier to read things like romance or contemporary because it's less wordy and less, less complicated. But I mean, I could read something that's contemporary as long as the story is interesting. Like if it's really interesting, I'll fine, I can read it. But I just usually gravitate more towards classics because that's just what I'm used to, is reading a lot of classics in French. And then I did read some contemporary when I first moved to France years ago. I was reading a lot of contemporary stuff or translations from English and into French. I was reading stuff like that. Um, but now, I mean, yeah, I'm not so much gravitating towards contemporary, but who knows? I mean, if there's something that comes up that's contemporary that I'd really be interested in, then yeah, I'd pick it. Why not? I was supposed to go to the bookstore today, but I didn't make it. I was gonna go, yeah, today, but I might go tomorrow because I need to pick up the last book for the Zola series. And I said, while I was there, I was gonna kind of look and see what has been translated from English into French. So I can see maybe who might be coming to the Festival America in September. That's the only way I'm gonna know is to see how many books have been translated and probably kind of guess who might be there. But didn't have time to go today, so maybe I'll have time to go tomorrow. I'll have to see. Um, oh, so this guy JD has an amazingly sexy voice. Ooh, all right now. Okay, JD. Thanks, Rosa. Okay, so JD when he's doing romance? No, he's Jacoby. He's Jacoby DM when he does romance, and he's JD for everything else. Okay, I want to know why he has two names for that. You should. The Zola series is bomb.com. That series has been fantastic. I would say out of the 20 books, there were only 2 or 3 that kinda, like, just made me go, bruh, no." All the other ones were excellent. They're all excellent. They all have all those qualities of classic novels that you expect, but the thing is, he always puts some weird shit in there that makes you just go, "What the heck did I just read?" He always winds up putting something in there that's just so off the wall or whatever. Uh, but I highly recommend it. It's really good. But I only recommend it to people who like to read stories that have a lot of description. If you don't like a lot of description, you're not gonna read Zola because it's full of description. You can have pages and pages of really flowery kind of description, and it's saying nothing, but he's saying quite a lot of things. But if you don't like that kind of thing, then I would say stray away from it. If you still want to read a Zola and like read one of the better ones, I would say read 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 L'Assommoir because it's the best one. And I think in English that one is called The Drinking Den. Read that one. That one is really good. You don't have to read them in order, because you can read them in order of publication, like what Anna and I did, or you can read it in Zola order, which is by family, which I think is a dumb way to read it because if you read in order of the way he wrote it, you get like the scope of politics and how the country is shaping and forming through each story. So it's better to read it like that. But you don't have to read them all. Most French people don't read them all. They just read the more popular ones. And The Drinking Den is one of the more popular ones. Germinal is one of the more popular ones. Um, what else? Uh, any of those would be good to read if you're not planning on reading the entire series. Yeah, they're when you say are they related? Yeah, they're related because they're the same family. It's characters from the different members of the family are in the different books. But each book talks about something that's completely different. That you don't need to read all 20 books. If you don't want to read all 20, you can start by reading like The Drinking Den because that is one that is well loved in France. Most French people have at least read that because they had to read it at school or something like that. And it's an interesting one. So that's what I recommend. I'm gonna do a video on this eventually. We're gonna do a video. Anna and I are gonna do a video, and we're gonna break down reading the 20 books and how we got along with them and that kind of thing. So we'll do a video like that probably in April because we won't finish the series until March because we're reading book 20 in March. Mm, yeah, I mean, you can say they're standalones, but they're not really standalones, sort of, but not really. I don't know how to explain that because some of them they lead into the other ones. So like you have The Drinking Den, and then the next book behind it is Nana, and they're related. So you're going to read The Drinking Den first, and then you're going to read Nana. You're not going to read it the other way around. Um, then you'll have they mention one member, and then it's not until two books later you see what they're actually talking about. So they're linked, but not really. Like you don't have to follow them all 20, but I feel like we learned a lot reading it in order. Yay! The Mild Romance is reading my favorite Baldwin. What Vaughn, who partners with Kakobi Romance a lot, the same person as Janice Abbott Pratt. Okay, so why are they all changing their names for romance? That's interesting. Why are they changing their names for romance? Is it because like why would they be doing that? I'm curious. So you would want to read them in order. Which order? The order in which they're published or the order in which Zola tells you to read them? Zola tells you to read them in order of the families. Anna and I read them by publication, in order of publication. Yeah, that's kind of weird. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's because there's a certain stigma towards reading, maybe reading romance as opposed to reading like a literary fiction or contemporary or something. I don't know. That's really strange. I don't know. Well, they're all actors anyway, so this is just part of their portfolio being able to read books. So there must be something around having a state different names for romance as opposed to the other stuff that they're reading. I'm not sure what that's all about, but I would like to know. But I don't know nobody that reads audiobooks. That would be actually be that would make a good video is to get somebody on who read audiobooks to talk about what it's like to record audiobooks, what it's like to get into character and how many takes do you have to do. And I think it would be cool to do a video like that with someone, an audiobook recorder. I don't know anybody who does. I don't think I know anybody who does audiobooks. Might need to look though. currently in an author's catalog, and I'm how she says she has to read them, which is not the book. Yeah. Well, the thing is, that's why I said you have two options. You read it in order of publication, which is how he wrote them, and he literally wrote a book a year. Or you write them in order of the way Zola would like people to read them, which is in order of the way the families are grouped. So you'll read about the mother, and then you'll read about her three sons. In the beginning, you'll read about one legitimate part of the family, and then you'll read about how the brothers disperse themselves. So you have the other brother, which is a doctor back home. Then you'll have the two other brothers, which are in Paris. So you'll read those books together. When in fact, two of them are at the beginning of the series, and the other brother's book is at the end of the series. But when you read that, it's distorting because the thing about reading it in order of publication is you are getting the social political development of France in each book. You can see it. You're doing all of the wars and everything is it's going along in each book. When you read it out of that context, really, if you don't really know the history of France, you're going to find it distorting because you're not being able to put what event happened before the other. That's why it's a little it's I would say it's I would recommend someone read them in any other order of publication for that reason. I just watched The Wire. Yeah, I saw that he was in The Wire. It said it in his bio on Audible that he was in The Wire. I don't know what his role was, and I've never watched The Wire, so I might need to watch The Wire. Stop playing, huh? Mm, so anyway, it's time to get off of here because we are embarking over the 1.5 hour mark. Like that's crazy, y'all. I love y'all dearly, but I needs to go. Hey Michael. Bye, Michael. It's time to go now. He narrates the first 48. Ooh, okay. All right. It's been a pleasure. Have a great weekend. Get a lot of good in. If you can come to our discussion on Saturday, Michael and Tatiana and I are going to be discussing, you know it, the known world. So come on and discuss it with us. It's going to be a very good discussion. Out to vote for your favorite classic reads lit book by a Black male author. Look out for video soon and be ready to vote the last day of February on my community. Okay, I'm off. Bye. Have a good weekend. Ciao.